Hey, y'all doing? This Rod Bowman, aka Preacher Man, on leading this another episode of Retro TV 91. And this time we're reading Flash Season 4, Episode 5. And what happens on this week's episode is Barry and Iris had their bachelor and bachelorette parties, and Barry and Joe and Cisco and all the rest of the guys, they are at Joe's house, and they're just doing just a regular bachelor party until Joe Dipney comes in and tells them to come with him, and they go to the strip club. And while they're at the strip club, they find Cecile's daughter working there, and Joe he doesn't like this, and he tells her that he doesn't like this, and that she needs to tell her mother. And then at the end of the night, whenever Joe goes back home, Cecile's daughter tells him that she's going to quit the strip club, and she's going to talk to her mother the next morning. And everything that happens is, during that, Barry gets drunk and he's telling everybody he's Flash, and then Joe Dibney gets in this fight with security, a bouncer or whatever, and it's all that happens with Barry in this episode. It's mainly an episode about Iris and the rest of the girls, and what happens is they go out to eat, and Emmett Black's henchman comes and starts a fight with Caitlin, and she turns into Killer Frost, and he knocks him out the building. And then they go after Emmett Black, and Caitlin tells Emmett Black that she's out. She doesn't want to have nothing to do with this anymore. And Emmett Black tells her plan, that she's going to use the Weeper, who is a human that was created on the bus whenever Barry came back. His tears is basically a drug, and she's going to use him for that. And Caitlin says she doesn't want to have nothing to do with it, and then they leave. And Emmett Black finds her, and then they get into this big fight, and Caitlin gets injured, and then they are able to escape Emmett Black. And Emmett Black goes and is trying to sell the Weeper to this Japanese gang, and she's making the deal go down, and then Iris and them track her to where she's at based on the metal that she controls, and they get ambushed, and then Caitlin turns to Killer Frost again, and a big fight ensues with her and Emmett Black again. And they tell Cecile to turn on the magnet, that way Emmett Black can't use her powers anymore, and this works. And Caitlin tells her that she's no longer working for her, and Emmett Black says she's going to ruin something for her, like Caitlin ruined this for Emmett Black, and Caitlin's about to kill Emmett Black, but Iris convinced her not to. And other than that, the Weeper escapes, and the Thinker at the end of the episode captures them again, and we'll see what happens with that. And in this episode, the Thinker is outside of his lair or whatever. He's actually in Central City, and he went and got the Weeper. And that's all that really happened on this episode. My question for y'all is, now that the Thinker's actually getting out of his lair, what does that mean? As always, Preacher Man RB signing out. Guys, do you awesome. It's been another episode of Retro TV 91. See y'all next time.